going on, y'all? Welcome to The Shuffle. I'm your host, Chase B. And we are here joined by, I'm not gonna lie, this might be like the littest special teams duo ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving the energy with these guys. We have Ka'imi Fairbairn here and Tommy Townsend. We're not gonna take up too much of y'all time, but appreciate y'all coming here and sitting down with us. What's going on, y'all? How you feeling?
Yeah, what's happening? Great to be on. Thanks for having us.
So, just like some background information on you guys. Ka'imi, you're actually obviously from Hawaii. And what's just like the sports culture out there compared to just the whole mainland U.S. when it comes to just even high school sports and just the pipeline of getting to the NFL from where you're from?
Yeah, I think we have a pretty good showing of as far as Hawaiians in the NFL. Like Marcus Mariota was always, he was great above me. Matt Taiteo, we went to the same high school. So there's definitely a culture there of football, but it's not too much different than the mainland.
All right.
Obviously, you got the ocean sports that are big.
All right.
And
were you involved in those when you were growing up? How involved were you with the ocean sports when you?
Shoot, I was a land sport, to be honest.
Oh, right.
I love land sports. My brother was big into the ocean. I grew that love for it. You know, now all I want to do is go back home and jump in the ocean.
Yeah, word.
Like there's paddling, surfing, obviously. I didn't do too much surfing, but I plan on learning and getting good at it.
Oh, word.
A little beach volleyball. Beach volleyball.
Were you locked in on the Olympics? Do you watch any sports?
Oh yeah, we had it playing 24/7 pretty much. Yeah, Cleveland.
Yeah. So Tommy, you're from Florida. What's that like when what was your high school upbringing? First of all, were you both soccer guys growing up, being kickers and punters? Were you both involved in soccer?
I mean, I wasn't. He is. We kick a soccer ball around like before practice, just like warm up a little bit. But yeah, I think the last year I played soccer was like maybe like third grade in the little like Catholic youth league. Yeah, it was like the co-ed like Catholic youth league. So like I think third grade was probably the last year I did that. But growing up it was just like every sport: football, baseball, basketball, lacrosse, stuff like that. And then I just kind of like slipped into the punting thing. I mean, I was a running back growing up, and then I played corner and safety in high school, and I played baseball. And then, my brother, he started punting like his sophomore, junior year.
Right, and he was in the league too, right?
Yeah, he was drafted by the Raiders in 18. And so when he was coming out, he started getting some scholarship offers, and I was like, shoot, like little brother mentality. Like,
right. I'm a little brother too, man. I can relate. For real.
Yeah.
Is it true? I did some research, bro. Is it true that you run a 4.7? Is that accurate?
Did you run at the combine? Yeah, I ran at the combine. Should have ran 4.7 something at the combine.
That's fast as hell, bro.
I wish I would have trained for it. I just kind of like went out and like ran it. Like I was telling myself going into it that I was going to train for it, but I mean, there's such like a big like kicking focus, like obviously going into it because you know that's what I'm there for. I'm not there for doing like the broads and like the 5.10 5s and like all that stuff. Yeah, a couple of the guys, like the other specialists, were doing that, and I was like, you know what, I'll just run it too.
That's dope as hell. So I want to ask you guys, I feel like one of the most exciting things about football are fake punts and fake field goals. How many have y'all run, either in the pros or in college, and what's like going through your head when those plays are called?
Have you run any fake?
I hadn't had once, and not even high school.
For real?
I think it's me or something. I don't know.
We got to tell D'Amico, man, hey, we running some fake field goals this year, man.
You got to.
Yeah.
We plan them, but once it comes, the perfect situation has to come up.
Yeah.
It's harder to get field goal fakes than it is like punt fakes. Like the scenarios don't come up that much for field goal fakes.
Yeah. Usually they want to take the points, get 3.
Right.
Yeah.
What about fake punts? What's the vibe with that?
So like the only ones I had in college, they were all like running fakes where I'd just like catch the ball and just kind of like eyes down, sell it as a punt, and then just like take off. But then in the NFL, they've all been throwing fakes, so it's funny that there's just kind of been like a switch. But there's definitely opportunities for both, but it just kind of depends on the team and like the situation. But the throwing ones are pretty fun though.
That's fine. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. On Madden, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fourth down. I might run some fakes.
I need to get like I wonder what my passer rating on like Madden.
Yeah,
like, I need to get like my throw power up, like do like a little challenge like out on the field or something like.
How close attention do y'all pay to that, like Madden ratings and like that?
I'll check it every now and then, like.
Tell me,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Ka'imi, I think you've been my fantasy pause. I don't know how to say this in person, but I think you've been my fantasy kicker on my fantasy team for like the last like 4 years, and it's crazy because. Aren't you about to be like the Texans like all-time leading scorer when it comes to points?
Oof.
Which is wild. Not to put any like pressure on this season.
Yeah, hopefully we score a lot more points, but I just go, one at a time.
Yeah, for real. What was it like? So I know you had like a small injury last year, and the homie had to come in and kick a couple field goals for you. What was it like watching him do that?
That's a tough thing to watch.
I can't imagine.
You're supportive, it's all about the team. But yeah, when you're watching somebody else, do your job,
right?
It's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we worked through it. Unfortunately, it's not my first injury. But yeah, I was glad to come back.
Right, needed you back
strong. Yeah.
Word up. So for both of y'all, I wanted to ask. Obviously, special teams isn't like the most glorified. It's damn near the most important, but it's not the most glorified. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's a Netflix special just yet on punters and kickers. I'm
down the quarterback, like the kicker, or like the specialist. Yeah.
Well, what would y'all say is like the biggest like misconceptions when it comes to special teams that you would want to clear up for anybody?
I feel like there's kind of like a stigma around like us not being like really like athletes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like the kicking and punting game, like it's advanced so much over the last 10 years. Like you look at numbers like for punting especially, I mean guys that are finishing middle of the pack, bottom of the league, like 10 years ago you're leading the NFL with those stats. Like if you average 46 back in like 2008, like you're upper half of the league, if not leading,
Right.
So I mean just the progression of athletes and skill that's come into the game is just different. So you really got to be on it. I mean, there's so many good guys. Like, I mean, there's probably 4 or 5 guys on the street right now that they could probably play and do well in NFL games. But yeah, it's just crazy how far like the kicking games come, and like I don't think a lot of people really realize that.
Right.
Yeah.
So on the flip side of that, right? I gotta ask y'all, when a return man breaks, right? Say on say on the kickoff or say on a punt return, and you guys are the last man standing, right? When it comes to defense, what is like the worst situation you think you've been in when it comes to a return man?
Yeah, we make this joke all the time. So I got the old school diaper chin strap. So it's just like Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, like that's what it is.
Bucket.
So whenever I make any sort of contact, that thing ends up on my nose right here. And the camera always kept.
We're right in that moment.
Yeah. Helmet just sideways.
Word.
But whatever you gotta do to get them down.
What do you think your career number of tackles is?
7.
Do you remember like all 7 down there? It was like
it's memorable. It's memorable.
What do you think, Tommy? How many career tackles you have?
I actually don't have any. I mean, knock on wood, I didn't have to make any in college. I may get like a half tackle from last year. Mm-hmm. But yeah, tackles, that's not something like I really want to do. Like I just try and just like hang it up, just let the guys just let the guys go work.
I was watching the game. I was watching the Pittsburgh game, and I saw that. Is that just like a competitive nature thing, or is that like a weak?
Yeah, no. I mean, like
that's how I'm coming.
I don't really talk like a whole lot of trash. I mean, I'm a super competitive guy, and like Emi will tell you, like I'm kind of a different guy on game day than I am just throughout the week. Like I just approach it with such like an aggressive mindset. Like I just feel like that's what helps me really like lock in and like and really just kind of like get into that flow state. And yeah, we were kind of joking about it. There's like 2 scenarios like as a punter that you can kind of talk trash, and one is if you like light somebody up down the sideline, or like 2 if you just like bomb a punt and like they drop it, and that's what happened. It was just a backed up punt and just bomb that thing. And as soon as I saw him like flip his hips, I was like, oh yeah, that's on the ground.
Oh, word, man. You knew it. You knew it already.
And yeah,
preseason, regular season, postseason, man. Anytime you can get it, man. Get this trash talk for real. So yo, Ka'imi, you've been here for a minute. You've been here 2015, 2016,
2016,
something like that. Tommy, you're new to the squad. We appreciate you pulling up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just outside of the field, how's it been just adjusting to Houston and all of that? Have you put this guy on some food spots? Any like that?
We haven't gone out too much, honestly. We got to go to Steak 48 or something.
Yeah, not since we've been here.
Yeah. We're out back in Cleveland last week, so we got to spend some time and like hang out and go out to some restaurants, Italian restaurant. Frank is from there, our special teams coach.
Okay.
So he took us out a couple times, but not in Houston yet.
Yeah, okay.
Golfing a little bit.
Yeah. We played a little bit, but yeah, I've just been like really busy in the afternoons and evenings and stuff like that, like trying to figure out like the housing stuff.
Oh, true.
Because that's been crazy. Like I was just about to sign a lease like yesterday, and like I reached out to like the real estate guy, and he was like, "Yeah, sorry, like it's gone. Like somebody already signed." That's the thing. Like I got to get out of the hotel. But yeah, I've been in there since middle of April when I first got out here. So
it's a little different from Kansas City over there.
Yeah. A lot of people here.
Right. And this group is growing so crazy. Even Ka'imi, how's it been for you just seeing the city grow from 2016 to now? I'm sure it's a lot different. Just the whole
definitely.
culture.
You know, it's such a tight knit. It's a big city, obviously, but it's tight knit. I feel like all this natural disasters, hurricanes, people work together, which is always cool to see. And then just as an organization, how much it's grown. You know, the McNairs have done a great job. Right. They put so much into it, and like how this place is built, the right people, and you know, Coach D'Amico, like everybody from the top to the bottom, from top to bottom, it's been incredible to watch.
Yeah, I feel like the switch you guys hit over like the last 2 or 3 years has just been immediate, man. So shout out to Coach D'Amico for that.
It hasn't been easy.
You felt it, like his first game on the sideline, like you felt the whole new energy.
Oh, absolutely. From the moment he walked in the door. But yeah, those 2 or 3 years where we were just terrible.
Right, yeah.
Terrible. And to see it come out of that is it's a blessing.
So I can't end this interview without, you know me, man, coming here as a DJ. We got to talk music a little bit. So what's y'all pregame playlist? What does that look like? What does it sound like?
It kind of changes up for me. It changes up because sometimes like I need to like calm down a little bit because I get too amped up on game days, because like that's just the kicking game. Like it's all about like finding like a perfect level of focus, and like and for me, like if I get too amped up, then like I get like a little like too like sporadic with my thinking, whatever. So like sometimes it's like some like nice easy country, and then like other times like I mean like I'll play some rap, like get it going, like I mean, what's like new guy like Bossman D-Lo?
Bossman D-Lo, man. I feel like he got football season on lock, man. I feel like it belongs to him.
Yeah, you've just been playing that like nonstop in the locker room, but yeah, that gets me going. Like he's got some good stuff. So
who's on the team is like the rap coordinator? Like who's like, all right,
who's got the Ox?
Yeah.
Who is it? It's I
don't know. I think like Dari or MJ had like an iPad that they had in there going for a while.
Yeah,
they would like go through playlists.
I think Aziz got the Ox. He's right next to our middle linebacker.
Oh, really? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Do any guys like request music for practice? Like, is that how they like select? Like,
sometimes. Yeah. I know they do that. DJ Morgan, shout out.
Oh, so Ka'imi, who's on your pregame playlist?
Shoot, like him, it varies. A lot of times, just like some reggae, Hawaiian music, something easy.
I've been on that a lot lately.
Yeah.
I've been talking to him about some of that music, but we share some love with that. Yeah.
And then if it's something upbeat, my favorite was always Kid Cudi.
Fire. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Kid Cudi, man. I feel like he needs, you know what I'm saying? Give him his flowers real quick. Well, y'all, I really appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Looking forward to the season. I'm going to come to as many games as I can. Appreciate y'all coming.
Appreciate the love, man.
And, bro, enjoy the season and go crazy, y'all.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. Good talking.
Yeah. Appreciate you.